think for maybe
Should be a gold laner here.
Yeah,
gold,
I
I
think
think,
Kimmy just
yeah.
fits for Octa. Go for something like a Moskov, I guess. There we go.
Yeah.
The tyrant of
Right.
wrath and burn.
Now they also still have the macro pressure to make plays to run with. But with the Ling in the picture here, if Rin is snowballing, you do not want to get anywhere near that Ling as a Moskov, dude. You can self-peel, you can buy some time, but I feel like, especially in the mid-game, it's gonna favor the Ling so much more than with all the outplay tools you have.
We might be looking at a game 3, boys.
Oh,
Rico called it early. But I
Dewa
agree. I think that
have a
was
really
one of
good
the main problems yesterday in that match with the Ling pickup. A lot of the far lane is what Mr. Zipperman mentioned in the back rooms.
That's not Zipper.
It's a different Zipper.
That's Mr. Dick.
Oh.
That's our scriptwriter.
Oh. Anyway. Game number 2, Shinobi's is upon us. Will we be seeing yet another revenge play from Alter Ego to close things out in their favor? Or can Dewa change the script and force a game number 3? Only time will tell. Let's head over into the Land of Dawn.
ladies and gentlemen, watch for the 1v1s in the laning phase. A lot hanging here. This can be the last game of the match for sure. Can Dewa use the macro tools really efficiently here and stop and stifle that Alter Ego aggression, especially with their winning lanes here? Let's see how this plays out.
Let's see. S-rank missions for both of these teams. They're not looking too good on the standings either. Dewa United number 8. Alter Ego number 5. Again, every single game loss, every single match loss will be very significant. Has some trading damage into the mid lane. 2v2, but that's the Lethal Wanderer picked up in favor of Octa.
That's the mid lane control there with the Kimi and the spammable basic attacks right there. And look at that, dude. The kite ability. This makes it so annoying to try and get any kind of punishment back in towards that Kimi. And looking at the emblems here, agility, allowing Octa to really kite back a lot more efficiently here. So we'll see how that plays out, how Alter Ego intend to try and catch him. Against the Kalia of Mueza though, running the pull yourself together. 2 Purifies on Alter Ego, but that means Nino is going to be taking, Nino and Dreams are going to be taking the brunt of the damage from Dewa United. So Dewa themselves required a snowball to really threaten the pick of chance. Look at Ray though.
Knocking Dreams up. We'll be able to get the shank down, but that's it. Rin walking away. Dewa just trying to match Alter Ego's early game.
That's the snowball perhaps that Dewa are looking for. But oh, Moisa goes in for a jump onto Hijome. Still going to be able to get out with the wings by wings. And yet, no casualties on the board up until this point.
Yeah, Tsunami Slam isn't available for Mueza just yet, but Dewa immediately jumping onto this neutral objective. The Ling, in theory, shouldn't really be able to contest, but look at this, Nino going in.
So Ray with the control though. Rin gonna be walking up as well. Ray should be able. No, it's Hijime who wins it out suddenly. Top of the blaze knocked him up. Now Ray taken down. Dewa United losing in a skirmish. And now Rez pops in. The Vengeance gets some damage on Rin. AOG to the back. Rez isolated. And Hijime gets on the board. It's a disastrous start for Dewa.
Absolutely. 3-4-0 plus turtle, so you can consider it a 4-0 trade in favor of Alter Ego. And in the drafts, they committed to neutral objectives with the Fredrin setup, but the fact that they lost it there, how? Alter Ego have now reclaimed control of where they're always comfortable in, which is the early game. 2,000 gold lead already in 3 minutes.
Feels like Dewa were over eager to really get in the 50-50 situation, whereas they're up against a Rin, a really good jungler here on the Ling. They really could have spent more time zoning away Rin on that Ling, because he's not a fighter by any means. Ray can have a lot more staying power in those fights. But look at this. Purple buff contest.
Oh, it's gonna be Ray who secures it. Rin able to escape. Dewa looking for the chase. Mueza. He's gonna try to cut him off here with the help of Rez. They are communicating, but it looks like Rez will be the one zoned away. The curtain call gets placed on Rin, but he's not scared of some yo-yos.
It's all G. It's all fine and dandy right now for Alter Ego. How did Hijome pick up the neutral objective? But wait.
Uh-oh. Boom. 3 shots, 3 big booms on Mueza.
All right.
3 booms there.
Boom, boom, boom.
Exactly. For Alter Ego, I mean, Hijime already having a great start. No items just yet, but the Fatter Airstrike always becomes that big threatening tool. And the fact that he was the one picking up the turtle there, I think the retribution was just that close between Ray and Rin. I believe Rin didn't really get to retreat just yet. So it was just a little bit off from Ray, I feel, where Hijumi's damage actually got it for Alter Ego. So Dewa now, I feel like they have to really focus on harassing and doing some damage to the members of Alter Ego first. Because if they go for an all-in, you know, with the AOG, with the Feather Airstrike, Alter Ego have a lot more ultimates to really push Dewa away.
Mueza jumping to the back, the Purify's right there. Ray's gonna be targeted, isolated, all alone. RP diving dive very deep into the turret as well. Hijime taking low. That's gonna be Mueza who picks up the kill. Rin, top of the blade, Retribution securing it. Even with the vengeance, Mueza Rez will fall to Rin.
Rin was so low. He was so low. He was on a sliver of hell, still able to Tempest of Blades, get the turtle, and get 2 kills. That's insane.
Did a great job just dodging away with the Tempest of Blades there, buying a bit more time. But we saw Dewa have a bit of a mixed approach there. They were trying to take down the members of Alter Ego, get them low, but still, they kind of left the turtle low enough that Alter Ego just went and fully committed to taking the turtle, and somehow they're still able to win the fight afterwards. Again, Dewa have to try and do more before the turtle setup if they really want to win these fights decisively. Oh.
The pullback with a Tsunami Slam, but it's only on to Dreams. They get a kill, but it's traded back from Mueza. He's burning Lethal Ignition and the glowing wand tick. He gets away up top. Rez able to stop Rin from getting more value. But RP gets a tier 1 down below.
So still worse at the end, right? I mean, Dreams gets taken down for a permanent structure. That's more macro that they can actually utilize to their benefit. We do see a little bit of a swamp here in the mid lane. A little bit of trades and damage, but so far A-okay. Rez is going to be able to try and pick up a tower in the top side as a trade, but unable to get it.
The more turrets Alter Ego gets, the more they can stifle the push potential from Maybe. There's more of a buffer of structures before they have to really worry about the base once that split push comes in from Maybe later on. So that's definitely something that Alter Ego want to really emphasize on right now. But Dewa still walking up, really unthreatened by the chase and pick-off potential. They might really have to.
Dreams with the AOG. Mueza still walking up, having to dash away now. Octa back to the mid lane to clear the waves out. 6 minutes in, and it's all Alter Ego. It's been all Alter Ego. Ow, ow, those are 3. Oh my goodness. Tsunami Slam just purified Mueza. And RP just gets all the shots he needs. He still has the dash. Free turtle.
Wow. Very clean by Alter Ego right now. They're going to look for a steal onto the orange buff. Ray gets caught really low.
Oh, full dive Ray! Taken out by Rin. Mueza, no Tsunami Slam. That could have come in handy. Now Mueza with a flicker back to safety. Nino still on him. Rin picks up the blades on Rez. Now Octa almost getting solo kill in the mid lane.
Okay. Rin should be able to get this purple buff away, and that's another steal in favor of Alter Ego right now.
Wow. Orange were pressured away from the hands of Ray. On the Fredrin here, the pick that we assumed is going to give Dewa the control and sustain for these neutral objectives is falling apart. Alter Ego are finding ways to threaten the rest of the members first and then zone Ray out when he's alone and vulnerable. It's not just the turtles that he's kind of forced to leave here, it's also his buffs again and again. Alter Ego doing a great job just pressuring every single objective available in the jungle. And look at this now, immediately pressuring Dewa away from the waves. Gonna set up for the next neutral objectives. And you can see Rin is keeping himself really out of sight. So Dewa are forced to really respect the potential for him to show up out of nowhere with that Finch Poise.
Exactly, and that's why maybe he's having a tough time as well to play the far lane. All he's been able to do is push under turret. He knows in that 1v1, he shouldn't have too much of a say considering that he doesn't have had the time to pick up the Swift Trinity either.
Oh,
yep.
Brother, that's so much damage. Rez only has a War Axe. AOG. Oh, they're going to be cut down. Rez caught in the bad spot, instantly deleted in the back line. It's still going to be Dreams, buying so much time. Rin with the cleanup now. Gets the Tempest Ablaze, gets pinned down to the wall. And it's a free hit for Octa. SOD dodged away from though. Dewa are able to get to both their marksmen still alive.
But you're seeing the damage potential come through for Octa right there. Almost turning it around for Dewa United. Alter Ego definitely has to respect it a bit more there. Hejume, that was just a real quick tap onto the Feather Airstrike. That's interesting. But Alter Ego will have this lore to play around with now. That macro pressure that the Moscow can exert gonna be neutralized by the empowered waves. Alter Ego has a chance to use this really efficiently. And before we go on and talk about all the other factors here, Ray on the Fredrin is only on an Athena shield and steel leg plates. He's the second lowest gold in the game right now.
That's
Dude,
rough.
3K gold lead.
he's having an awful, awful time.
4
Oh
level
my
difference
Goodness.
with Rin.
He's the second lowest gold. He has less gold than Dreams on the jungle pick, on a fighter that should be contesting a lot of these neutral objectives. So that already is going haywire for Dewa. But for Alter Ego, the fact that Arfi has reached the Holy Crystal power spike as well means that Rez now, if he's trying to be aggressive, if he's trying to zone anyone, he needs to be careful that he doesn't get taken out himself.
That's true. That's true. And even, not to mention Hejume as well. With the range, that's it.
Oh.
That's Feather Airstrike damage. Just the zone, actually.
Yep. Tier 2 taken down already, and now the Lord will be marching down into the base. We'll get a charge, I believe, with the cannon finally cleared out. One charge before it gets taken down by the Holy Defense. Up top, Tier 2 falling to the mini waves. Bottom lane as well. Few more hits from that wave, and it will be taken down. Alter Ego have gotten all 3 Tier 2s. AOG to the back front, its own away. The members from the turret. Hejume caught in the back spot. Razor's Wrath almost taking Hejume out. The Feather Airstrike, the long-range artillery. Big booms to the back, maybe. Caught in the back spot. Ren trying to go for the kill. Maybe able to flicker out. Alter Ego. Nino will fall. Octa is still in this game deathless.
Yeah, standing at 5-0-1. And the fact that he was able to trade Nino as well, 2-for-2 trade at the very end, plus Alter Ego don't even touch an inhibitor turret. The shields may have broken, but the structure is still up for them to utilize to their benefit as the next Lord approaches.
Well, the way the game goes right here, Dewa has a decent amount of clear.
Yep.
But I feel like with the Lord coming through again and again, Alter Ego, especially if they do get to more items, we saw how Hejume was able to actually dodge away, get the cooldown off of that Feather Airstrike, and turn the fight around immediately. That's a Farsa with a glowing wand and lightning truncheon only. The moment he reaches some kind of divine glaive, Holy Crystal, this fight, I think the fights in the base are gonna be a lot more one-sided, man, because they are not really keeping up in farm as well. Maybe only now has reached the Swift Trinity, the 3-item power spike for the marksman, and Octa, again, the only guy that's doing well in terms of kills. He does have the Sky Piercer, so that's a factor that they can kind of rely on. But at this point, with they're 8K gold behind, it's looking tough for Dewa to really find anything at all.
But technically, Alter Ego, like Hejume has been positioning really, really aggressively. And at some point, I think he still is a member that can be punished for the side of Dewa. So we'll see how this goes. Sure, they pick up a Lord here. They're looking for a little bit more pressure as well, but Dewa know that Hejume, when taken out, all they need to do next is deal with Arfi and Rin.
And there's a possibility here for maybe to land the SOD onto Hejume when he's using the Feather Airstrike.
Yeah.
And if that happens, that can really turn the fight in favor of Dewa, because it might really force Hejume to cancel out the Feather Airstrike. And his Feather Airstrike AoE is part of the reason why Alter Ego is doing really, really well. Because Arfi and Rin are basically physical and magical damage cleanup tools. The main bulk of the damage that gets Dewa low is that Feather Airstrike.
But that's the Divine Glaive that you mentioned, Arashi, and that's a push.
Oh, it was a quick forward from Mr. Nino Dreams. Oh, gets pulled back as the AOG gets away. Rin gets a kill on Rez. Base wide open. RP on. His Mod Force already used up. Oh, 3-man taunt for Dreams. And it's a full cleanup. Alter Ego. 13,000 gold lead in 13 minutes. Clean sweeping Dewa United.
The S-ranked mission does not go in favor of Dewa United Esports today. Number 8 currently on the standings. This will hurt them a little bit more as they try to claw their way out of the red zone. But Alter Ego's mission succeeds. And Arfi's debut in the gold lane.